Hello, welcome to my videos and my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about the NBA 2024-2025 standings week 13, where last week was played the week 13 on NBA 2024-2025 season, and today started the week 14. The week 14 started early because in this moment are playing the Hornets against the Mavericks. That in this moment the Mavericks are defeated the Hornets by 5 point difference, 82 by 77, where they are in the third quarter with less than 2 minutes to play. The week 14 started earlier because today is a holiday because it's the Martin Luther King day, and because today was where today Donald Trump was sworn as a U.S. president as a U.S. president, and he is the 47 president of United States. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how are the NBA standings through our 13 weeks of game. So let's start with the Eastern Conference. In the Eastern Conference, the Cleveland Cavaliers are still leading the Eastern Conference and the NBA with the best record in this moment, 35-6. They have been playing a very great basketball. They have a 8-2 record in the last 10 games played, and they have a 6.5 game advantage against the second place, the Boston Celtics, that in this moment they have a 29-13 record, and the Cleveland Cavaliers in this moment they have an easy lead, and the most probably until this moment they are the team to beat in the Eastern Conference. And in the NBA, the Celtics that have been struggling in the last 10 games played, they have a 6-4 record. In this moment they are 6.5 games behind the Caps, and in this moment they need to be more worried about the New York Knicks that in the third place than in the Cleveland Cavaliers, because the Celtics only have a 2.5 game advantage against the Knicks. They are in the third place with a 27-60 record, and in this moment the Celtics and the Knicks are fighting for the second place. In this moment, the Milwaukee Bucks are in the fourth place with a 24-17 record. They have a four-rest winning streak, and they have a 7-3 record in the last 10 games played. And they have a one-game advantage against the second place, the Indiana Pacers, with a 24-19 record. They have a back-to-back victories. They have been playing a very great basketball in the last 10 games played with a 8-2 record, and nobody is talking about the Pacers. That remember in the beginning of the week of the season, during from November to December, they were struggle, but they recovered, and they have been playing an amazing basketball in this month in January. For that reason, they're in the fifth place. And the Atlanta Hawks, they have been playing a tremendous basketball because this happened the same that the Pacers. They started very bad the season, but in this month in the January, the Atlanta Hawks escalate to the sixth place. In this moment, they have a 22-19 record, and they have 3 winning streak. In this moment, they are in the sixth place. The Orlando Magic, they are in the seventh place with a 23-21 record. They have a 3 losing streak, and they have a bad record in the last 10 game play, 3-7. In this moment, they fell from for the tier and fourth position, because remember that they in November and December, and in the beginning of this month, they were fighting to the tier and fourth place. But in this moment, they have been playing a very bad basketball, and they only have 2 games above 500, and they fell to the seventh place. It's the same they happen with Miami Heat, that they have a 21-20 record. They have a 4-6 record in the last 10 games played, and they fell a lot of position because they were fighting for the 4 or 5 position. Remember Jimmy Butler returned to play after that he was suspended from the team for 7 games, and the most probably is that Jimmy Butler is not going to be traded, and for that reason he returned to play. Let's see if he's going to be focused in the team to improve the team. And in the ninth place are the Detroit Pistons with a 500 record, a 21-21, and they have a 7-3 record in the last 10 game play. And the last team qualified to the play-in are the Chicago Bulls with the 18-25 record. They haven't been playing a very great basketball because they have 5 losing streak. And in this moment, the teams that are fighting to attend to the play-in are the 76ers and the Nets. In this moment, the 76ers have a 15-26 record, and the Nets have a 14-29 record. In this moment, the 76ers are 2 games behind the Chicago Bulls, but in this moment they have been struggling a lot because they have a six losing streak, and it looks difficult to enter to the play in this moment. But the season is still early. It could be, but they need to start to winning games. If not, they're going to be eliminated. And the Hornets, the Raptors, and the Wizards are eliminated. And the Wizards, let's focus on the Wizards because they are the worst team in the league in this moment. They have a 6-35 record, the worst record in the NBA, and they have a 10 losing streak. In this moment, you can see here that the 12 teams are fighting to enter to the playoffs, where you can see here that in this moment the Cleveland Cavaliers are the favorite to win this conference. The Celtics and the Knicks are fighting for the second place, and the Bucks, Pacers, how Magic are fighting to enter direct to the playoff, and the Magic, Heat, Pistons, Bulls, 76ers, and Nets are fighting to enter to the play-in, and the rest of the team are eliminated. And in the Western Conference, in my opinion, the best conference in the league, the Oklahoma City Thunder have the best record, 35-7. They have a 5 game behind the Cleveland Cavaliers. In my opinion, in this moment, they are the best team in the league. They have a 8-2 record in the last 10 games played, and they took advantage of what happened 2 weeks ago, where they lost against the Cavs in Cleveland, and the last week they play against the Cleveland, the second game of the season against them in Oklahoma City, and they humiliated the Cavs and won that game. They have an easy advantage against the second place. They are the Houston Rockets. In this moment, nobody's talking about them, but they are in the second place with a 28-13 record, and in this moment, the Rockets, the Grizzlies, and the Nuggets are fighting for the second place. You can see here that there is only 2.5 game difference between the second place and the fourth place. To be honest, nobody's talking about the Rockets, the Grizzlies, and the Nuggets, because the Rockets and the Grizzlies have been in the first places for all the season, and the Nuggets battle a lot in November and December, but they recover, and in this moment they are in the fourth place. So these three teams, the Rockets, the Grizzlies, and the Nuggets, are fighting for the second place. And behind them, the Clippers, the Lakers, the Mavericks, the Timberwolves, and the Kings are fighting for enter direct to the playoff, because you can see here that there is only 2.5 games difference between the fifth place and the ninth place, the Sacramento Kings. Even that we can include the Suns and the Warriors, because you can see here that from the fifth place to the 11th place, there is only 3 games difference. So this conference is very close, because you can see that if the Clippers, my favorite in the Lakers, and the Mavericks have a bad week, and the Kings, Suns, and Warriors have a good week, the Lakers, Mavericks, and Clippers can go down a lot of position, and the Suns, Warriors, and Kings can go up a lot of position. So my Lakers that are in the 6th place with a 22-18 record, they have been struggling in the last 10 games played. They have a 5-5 record, and they had a 2-2 record in this week, where they lost against the Spurs and Clippers, and they defeated the Heat and the Nets. Also, the Lakers, until this moment, they haven't been able to defeat the top teams, and the Lakers need to find out ways to see how they can to compete and defeat the top teams, because if not, they are not gonna to do a very good job in the playoff. Also, let's see if the Lakers can trade for another player that can improve the roster. The Mavericks, that they fell to the 7th place with a 2019 record. Remember that in the last 2 weeks they were in the 4th place, but remember that Luka Doncic is still injury. I don't know when he's gonna to return. The Timberwolves are in the 8th place with the same record as the Sacramento Kings with a 22-20 record. They have been playing an amazing basketball, when in the last 10 games they have a 9-1 record. And remember that they fired his head coach Mike Brown in the beginning of the year, I think so, or in the last day of January, where they improved a lot, and in this moment they are in the play-in zone. In this moment, the Suns and the Warriors are flying in the 10th place in the last spot to the playoffs, 21-20. But in this moment, the Suns are the team qualify. And in the 12th place are the San Antonio Spurs with a 19-22 record. They have a 3 losing streak, and they are 2 games behind the last spot in playoffs, in play-in, the Phoenix Suns. and the rest of the teams, the Trailblazers, the Pelicans, and the Jazz, are eliminated. So you can see here that this conference is very close. The Thunder, it looks like that they're going to win the number one set in the conference. The Rockets, the Grizzlies, and the Nuggets are fighting to the second place. And the Nuggets, Clippers, Lakers, Mavericks, Timberwolves, and Kings are fighting for the to enter direct to the playoff. And the Mavericks, Timberwolves, Kings, Suns, and Warriors and Spurs are fighting to enter to the play-in tournament. So in this video, I talk about how are the NBA standings are in both conference, Eastern and Western, throughout 13 weeks of weeks. So of games. So I hope you like this video, and if you have any comment or suggestion, you can write me in any of my social media platforms. So see you next video. Gibran.